Okay guys, hope you're well. Richard Mann from Man on a Mission. Feelings of stress and pressure. Obviously uncertain times. I've shot a 3-part video series on the Man on a Mission website which is available, and that's what I'm sort of talking about and introducing here, to really look at aspects of what pressure is, how it affects us, and ultimately what we can do about it. And so stress and pressure in uncertain times, the people that I'm working with, they're describing this stress and pressure. I think we can see it everywhere. It's not so long ago that people were fighting in the aisles over toilet rolls, I'm sure we remember. It can have weird and wonderful effects on us. And so I'm breaking down in the video from my experience of pressured situations, but also from the psychology and the performance psychology, to really look at how we're wired for stress as humans, the acute stress that we're wired for, but ultimately the chronic stress that sort of impacts us and makes us have feelings of constriction rather than expansion. And that's a great way of looking at it, is really asking ourselves, in this moment right now, are we feeling feelings of constriction or expansion, mental and physical constriction? And that's the sign often of stress and pressure. And sometimes it's just there, we can really feel it, but often it's just this pervasive feeling in the background that we don't recognize, which is affecting our thoughts, words and actions in all areas of our life. And so that's what I'm really looking at in the video, looking at the Special Forces selection. When we were on there, we really we had this term SIP, which is self-induced pressure, and we recognized at one point how much pressure we were putting on ourselves. In a pressured environment, we were adding to it with the stories that we were creating in that moment. And so SIP became a bit of a mantra throughout. Was, when we're asked to do something, we'd ask ourselves, am I experiencing SIP? Are we adding to the pressure here with what we're thinking? And so really looking at clarity as well, really looking at how we gain clarity and how clarity is so intricately linked to our psychological well-being. And so that's something we need to work at. That's something we need to develop, be aware of, and really develop. And I'm talking about that in the video as well. So I hope it's helpful in challenging and strange times. Stress and pressure is something that's normal, not just now, but that we face. And maybe it's just, again, a bubbling up to the surface of those stresses and pressures. I hope the video really brings home to you maybe areas of stress and pressure you may be feeling, so that we can bring them out, and once we can see them and be aware of them, we can start to make some changes. So hope it helps, guys. Link below or on the Man on a Mission website, video series on stress and pressure.